Content note: the video reaction I did had a copyright. So if you like to understand my reaction, you can watch the video. One of the most dangerous places to be a woman, from Vice News. Even though the content was deleted from the video, I will still upload it because I want to share those pieces of information with you. At least people get aware of this documentation, and this is my main focus. Hello, wonderful people, and welcome to my world. We're watching today a reaction together. One of the most dangerous places to be a woman. When you are arriving on my channel, you will see a lot of queer, black, and women-related content because I like to review vulnerable people and societies and communities and try to figure out how we can grow as a society and how we can understand each other a little bit more when we are not affected by certain things. So, and this documentary is from Vice News, and it is about the state El Salvador. So let's deep dive here. I would set a trigger warning here because it can be probably have triggering images, and because like the header says, one of the most dangerous places to be a woman. So it will be probably including rape, including murder, including defamation of women in general. I just assume it, I didn't watch it. So if you like my content, I would love if you subscribe my channel. They would be highly appreciated because it's for free, and you would help me on my journey in on YouTube. So if you like my reaction as well, the several things I'm doing, I always like a thumb up because then you put a signal for the algorithm that my videos get higher in the ranking. And also a comment would hit the algorithm as well, that you have interaction with my videos. I would appreciate it always if you, even if you just leave hearts or something like that. It would be amazing for me because the algorithm and my videos get more popular. What it's important for the algorithm on YouTube because in the future I want to make money with it. But this is now my self-promotion. Of course, if you want to support me, you can also buy my my book. It's a poetry book, but it's in German. I want to do it in English as well, and then I would inform you as well. So let's deep dive today in the topic of El Salvador, one of the most dangerous places to be a woman. Let's see. You need to imagine. Sorry, you need to imagine if we living here, or we're living in the Western world, and then, or especially Europe. Western world includes USA, and USA, I think gunshots are normal. For me, how I grew up in Germany was not normal. I know in Germany there are some places, like I think Frankfurt am Main or other places that you have also gun violence. But where I grew up in Hanover, it didn't happen. And it's not the normality in Germany that you hear gunshot fire. But if this turning to be a normality, it's incredible how people can live side by side in these conditions, and it makes me a little bit worrying. But in the same time, if we go back to history and how also colonizers went to the countries, abused them, steal all the resources, what they're still doing right now, and then trying to put a system over there of dictatorships and punishment and leading from like from a ruler, this is leading always to a suffering of the society, because the society try to figure out how they can apply laws, how can they survive every day, and then this gratification, or also this gangs situation, what happening, that they trying to figure out how we can protect our families, how we can grow money, how we can do different stuff, and then you have this gang violence. And what it was cursed in the first place is of the oppression, how the country was led from the outer side. So, and this is what we need to imagine all the time, that sometimes even we say, yeah, but the countries are free and all that stuff. That's not 100% true, because they just got left. And it was in some countries, it was forcibly, so that they tried to kick out the colonizers. And there was still this century few countries ruled by European countries, and now it's starting to get a more revolutionary view on it, that maybe the countries are better without the influence of the European countries or Western world countries. So they're trying to implement a system and trying to include and rebuild their own country, what they didn't do before, because they was exploited. And this is what we need to try to imagine, how we need to talk about it, and how we try to figure out how we can assist those countries to be more autonomy, have more autonomy with their own country and with their own indigenous languages. Because every country outside from Spain, France, UK, Germany, speaking those languages as the main language was colonized by those countries. And we need to think about that, because indigenous languages are different to European language. And I think sometimes we forget that. A good point what she said here now, that they love their country. And this is the fact. Probably all of the people, most of the time, they love their countries. They don't want to be refugees. They don't choose to be a refugee. And this is what we need to understand. And I have the feeling the European people still not understand why refugees are coming, because of the suffering what was caused by colonizers around the world. And we need to accept that European people curse this income. So we always say, oh yeah, but you being in the past. Come on, if the historical past is like that, we need to accept that the past cursed the outcome in our future, because it's linked to each other. And this is the fact. What we are doing right now, and what is becoming any minute the past, it will have an impact in our future. And if we are fucking up, sorry this word, but if we fucked up a country, and then we thinking in our stage in the present day, and have so many refugees and from different countries, we need to understand that historical we rule the world on the European or it's called Eurocentric view, that we was cursing this outcome, that a lot of refugees coming now to Europe, and now European people and the borders try to push them back. Even we cursed in the past this outcome, what is happening right now, with overfloating people in our continent, because we gatekeep the wealth, we gatekeep the safety. It is actually like that. We gatekeep the safety, because we destroyed and downgrade those global southern world and countries. So, but nobody wanna leave their country, because they like their country. Most of them are highly beautiful, even more beautiful than any country in Europe, and still they leave because they don't have any view or any perspective to have a better life over there. This is the only point. But we should evaluate that, and we should cooperate way more with those countries and trying to help them in. Imagine that every third day, someone in Germany needs to clarify that in the cemetery, if the daughter or the sister was killed by the husband or the partner. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know, and I don't understand why we as human beings are so violent. Because violence is keeping up in our history. How we are fighting territorial borders and all that stuff, it is so violent. And we grew up with so much violence over the world, and we still glorify the violence. If you're talking about Alexander the Great, if you're talking about Napoleon, if you're talking about Katharina the Great, and all these kind of big leaders who making the country bigger, we glorify them. But the suffering of other borders and other majorities in this point of view, we are not including in our historical view, and we are not talking about it. We going through history, but we are not saying that they did a war crime. We are not saying that they committed homicide every day when they went to war, with the borders and all that kind of stuff. That some went delusional, and like Napoleon was completely delusional. He also get feared that everybody wanted to kill him in one point, so that he get exile on Corsica. I think it was Corsica or something. Yeah, I think it was Corsica. But anyway, this, like how we talking about history and how we talk about historical figures, we need to have a new point of view, because how we talking about them, it's glorifying war and violence, and it's glorifying to have power in a way we shouldn't glorify. We should more glorify or try to talk more of peacemaker and historical figures, but they are not that much important, and I have the feeling we are not need to talk about it, because they didn't kind of influence. They stopped the progression, but they didn't. They was like leaders in a different way. They united people, like Nelson Mandela. They all came together and trying peacefully to end apartheid in this point of view. And I think we should highlight those stories even higher, and doing them and talking about them in the books, than to glorify or always repeatedly talking about Hitler, Napoleon, Katharina the Great, Alexander the Great, Caesar, and all that kind of people who actually are committing war crimes in history. I always try to question that too. Why we hating more women so much? Why? Or people who identify or being more feminine, why are we hating femininity? I don't understand it, because also what I had also discussed in another video of mine, that internalized sexism, it's so deep rooted in our culture, all around the world, that it's incredible for me that we are hating them so much. I don't get it. And especially when men hating femininity, because we all come from a mother. We are all, not all, but we have sisters, but we have at least one relation to a woman. And this is normally our mother. Not everybody have a good relation to the mother, but there are also grandmothers and mothers in the past. I don't know how to say it in grandmothers. But still, we hate them, or a majority of people hate them, and I don't get this hatred. And because also normally people who are loving women or femininity traits, they are, I don't know, I can't really catch it, because sometimes they are straight men hating women, and then I don't get it why they hate them, because in the same time it's a love interest. I think I think the human being is the most paradox creature on earth, because we doing stuff I really don't get it, and we will destroy our mind so much with each other. Even we could choose a easier way of living. We could choose that, but we don't. We try to suffer, or we like to suffer, and I don't know why this is happening. If I would believe in Christianity, I would say Earth is hell, because how hell is described and defined in the Bible, and how the people talking about it, it is legit the earth, how we treating other people. There's so much hatred going on to that where we are focused, and how much religion-based war crimes we are doing and committing. I don't get it. And this is where I sometimes, even in the Bible, we say Eva, she's eating the sin. So the woman, we indicate the woman as our punishment, that we get knowledge. So I don't get it. Why the women everywhere portrayed as evil? Even they are giving birth, and without a woman we would be nothing. Okay, I couldn't. This, wow. I love horror movies and thriller and all that stuff, but nowadays, until I really started to dig deep or find YouTube for myself and seeing all this kind of documentary, it's incredible how much, like the horror movie Hostel, portraying actually the crucial word of our world. So if I see this kind of things, if I see this kind of horror movies and thrillers, nowadays it's starting to get more hurtful, because this what I see, I know this is real. It is real in real life somewhere in our world that this kind of things happening. She mentioned something so crucial and awful. To cut a breast from a woman alive, I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. How much suffering and how much you as a human being can be so crucial to hurt someone in this particular way on a living being. It's incredible. And it makes me outraged to know that this happening, and this is a punishment somehow for anybody. These are just, in my opinion, an indicator of a psychopath to enjoying this crucial behavior. Actually, not just in El Salvador to wish to have a boy than a girl. In several other countries, it's the same. Because in some countries, also you need to, if say marriage in the culture is that you have a midgift. So you actually, if you have a woman, you need to provide all the things for the husband. So it's a common thing that people wish to have more a boy than a woman because of our sexist world, how women get treated, and how it is crucial for women sometimes to being safe. And even in Germany sometimes, or here in Portugal, sometimes the people are saying, oh, I wish I have a boy because I don't want that my girl or my kid is going through the stuff what I went. And it's like, if we starting to do that, it is we going the wrong direction. We should honor every child we get born, and then we should educate them in which world we are living and trying to help them to fight against it, because we need to create and this is a call out here for every mother, for every father, for every human being outside who is a parent, to call out or educate male, queer, or male people, men, in this behavior to fight sexism, because, and also of course internalized sexism with women and female people, but especially we need to educate our male and men communities about that we should protect, and not talking bullshit about this women, about women and being not this crucial with our sexism beliefs. We need to educate, and we need to make a safer space in our world. Because the thing is, if a male gang member is get hostage, they will in a man environment, they will say just, he didn't made it. He didn't was strong enough. He was maybe also to call him a faggot or something like that. He was not crucial, or he was not good enough to being that strong in the gang. But to get a hostage of a wife or a woman of these rivals makes, in their view, more fun to kill them or torture them, because it would being torture the husband or the rival even more, because he would say or blame himself, oh no, I couldn't protect her, I should protect her. So there are different kind of behaviors, how we grew up in a man's society and in a woman's society, in the binary system. And if we are trying to dismantle this system, then of course the hate or the hatred against a woman, it's higher in this point, because they want to punish the men who get linked to this woman. But otherwise around, it's taking place also sexism with the woman. The wife is completely having no place in this role, in this play, because the man, they just can kill them, because he would be also already ashamed and blamed that he was catched by the rivals. So he don't have any words for the man community, because he couldn't stand and couldn't protect himself. So why he should be protected or get back if it's not the highest gang leader or something like that. But in this kind of environment, it makes no sense, because he lost already, and he lost already his honor, his this courage of himself, that he get caught by the rivals. So, and I think this is my opinion, and I think this is how I review man and woman society. Okay, this is a little bit short thinking about here, that he thinks, oh yeah, she's coming always back and all that. Of course, it's abusive relationship. So, and they're mentally abused, and then this hierarchy, it's made up. And this is always, if we try to punish the women, it's like, oh, why she's like that, why she's going always back, why she's not running and all that stuff. If she would run, she would be killed. So she needs to survive in a certain way, and she needs to please him in a certain way, because if she's not doing it and trying to be more against him, then this happening. He's beating her up. He's mentally abusing him and all that stuff. So this is the environment where we need to talk about, that abusing someone mentally and physically, making someone chained to someone else, because they thinking, I'm not worth it, I'm down to it, I have a kid with this person, and I need to be linked to this person all the time, and I can't just run away, because then he will follow me and trying to steal my kid, kill me, whatever, what he's doing. And they don't have any baseline here to not do it. So in this condition, the woman just trying to save herself in a way she can save herself, because to run away, it's just one chance. If she really don't get the chance to run away and trying to leave the country or going to another state or whatever, she will be probably paying with her life. And this is always what people need to understand. If you have this kind of environment, it's not easy to go out of this kind of environment. Fact, if someone try to end or to want a divorce and trying to go, then based on that base ground from the machismo, you can't, because then the man will lose the face. So, and how the man was disgusting, by the way, how they was talking about women and how they get treated, and how they was talking about their own mother, that it was a normal thing, that they glorifying the father. Boah. For me, this kind of talk, it's highly disgusting. It's like how you can treat women like that. And we have so many men outside there, how they doing like that. And so much also internalized sexism in women. It's like, I could scream right now, because it makes me furious that this is the majority of men who's talking about like that, in my opinion. If you see the numbers worldwide, how women get treated, it's just incredible. But Yeah, that's why I try to, as a more male looking person, to talk about it, because I can reach different people and different man communities, because they are, sometimes they just listen to men. And if they see a man talking about it, they will probably hate me, but they will not attack me that much if a woman was talking about it. So this is what I can do as an ally for the female community, to assist them and watch this kind of documentary and help them. So this is a shout out to every man. Talk about it, educate yourself, try to help them and being an ally on a higher scale, and not just wow. I really like the documentary. Sometimes other documentaries are way more heavy, in my opinion, but I like this one because it seems, or it portrays strong women, and how they try to fight, even they with the action what they're doing and trying to be activists in this kind of field. It can be also an interest of killing them, because always if you're doing this on a higher state and a higher point to protect vulnerable people, you if you are a leader, you can be affected by being an interest of judgment and being a threat to them. So they are really, really strong. And it's amazing that they have the courage to talk about it and portray it. And I'm thanks here Vice that they was talking about it and have more visibility for that. So, in this point for visibility, if you like then if you like my video and my reaction to it, I would appreciate a thumb up. I also, if you would support me on my journey on YouTube, I still hunting for followers, and if you have people who or who may like my content, you could share it with them and they could subscribe my channel. I would really appreciate that. And of course, hit in a comment how your experience is, if you're a female person, how you feeling in the dark, how you're feeling in certain areas. If you travel, did you feel always safe, or did you have some fear in some certain areas where you was traveling? Let me know in the comments. After that, watch something nice, have a good evening, good day, make your coffee, make your hot chocolate or a nice tea, and a good tea. I don't know. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day, wonderful evening. See you and bye bye.